Christian Hageseth, Big Weed, and Entrepreneur's High-Stakes Adventures in the Budding Legal Marijuana Business. Welcome to a riveting journey into the world of legal marijuana, as explored in the book Big Weed by Christian Hageseth. Embark on an entrepreneur's high-stakes adventure as he navigates the rapidly evolving landscape of the budding marijuana industry. In the summary of this captivating book, we delve into the historical, cultural, and political aspects of marijuana and discuss the challenges and opportunities arising from its legalization. Get ready to gain insights on the medical benefits, marketing strategies, and the future of this controversial plant as it slowly becomes a mainstream consumer product.
America's evolving marijuana stance. In the 1920s, the U.S. federal government banned alcohol sale and consumption, but due to public defiance, the legislation was repealed, costing the government millions in tax revenue. Nowadays, marijuana embodies a similar situation with rising public support for its decriminalization. The feudal war on drugs in America incurs the cruel costs of thousands incarcerated for nonviolent crimes while disrupting families and lives. In contrast, marijuana can serve as a valuable medicine for the chronically ill, effectively alleviating their suffering. Recognizing the financial benefits, certain politicians advocate for legalization, as demonstrated by Colorado's $3 million tax revenue in 2009. Public pressure and political support have shifted marijuana policies, with some states legalizing medical and recreational use. As this liberal attitude expands, expect a new world of marijuana, where the industry operates legitimately, complete with branding, strategies, and taxation. Debunking marijuana myths. As attitudes towards marijuana in the United States have evolved, the persistent negative view of the substance stems from its association with illicit activities and the perception of being a gateway drug for more dangerous substances. However, these misconceptions have their roots in political agendas and have persisted despite scientific evidence contesting this harmful portrayal. Although marijuana has been an intrinsic part of human society throughout history, even found in William Shakespeare's garden, many people continue to view it as a dangerous substance. This negative perception can be primarily attributed to its long-standing classification as an illegal drug and its associations with street crime. People fear that obtaining marijuana from criminals may make it more likely for someone to experiment with other, more hazardous drugs. Resistance towards legalization often hinders the endeavors of entrepreneurs who venture into the legal marijuana business, as they face skepticism from friends and associates. They are often met with the false belief that marijuana consumption is strictly limited to stoners and criminals. However, this notion has been propagated more through politics than actual dangers. In the 20th century, politicians sought a scapegoat for societal problems and a means to protect their economic interests. The solution became criminalizing marijuana and disseminating anti-marijuana propaganda as a vote-winning and money-making strategy. Surprisingly, such tactics persisted even as scientific research unveiled the truth about the drug's risks. In 1972, a Senate Commission report indicated that marijuana did not lead to physical dependence, and that a vast majority of users did not progress to harder drugs. Despite this revelation, the report was largely ignored. This continued dismissal of hard evidence highlights the need to challenge these misconceptions and promote a more accurate understanding of marijuana's effects on both the individual and society. Mastering the marijuana business. In the newly legalized marijuana industry, achieving success involves treating it like any other business venture. Establishing a clear goal and developing an effective business strategy is crucial, such as intelligently branding and marketing the product. Growing marijuana can be challenging due to the associated energy costs. Balancing the cultivation environment with proper lighting and air conditioning is vital for thriving plants. By opting for a larger air conditioning unit and adequate production size, energy costs can be reduced. Furthermore, to ensure long-term growth and acceptance, it is important for entrepreneurs to create a culture that normalizes marijuana use, as seen in the Netherlands where, despite stricter drug laws, the use of marijuana is more widely accepted. Thriving as a marijuana entrepreneur. To become a successful marijuana entrepreneur, it's crucial to gain comprehensive knowledge about the product, develop a strong brand, and understand your customers. Explore alternative consumption methods, such as vaporizers and edibles, and create a brand that instills trust. Build a unique facility that educates customers and helps demystify the product, ultimately fostering a loyal audience for your business. Embarking on the journey of becoming a marijuana entrepreneur can be thrilling, but there's much more to it than just enjoying your own product. To truly prosper in this industry, it's crucial to educate yourself on every aspect of the market. Firstly, immerse yourself in understanding the product, marijuana. It can be consumed in numerous ways, and while smoking might be the most well-known method, it's not necessarily the best due to the toxins inhaled from burning plant material. Instead, consider promoting safer alternatives like vaporizers, which heat the pot until its cannabinoids become airborne and inhalable. Edibles are also an option, but they can be more challenging to dose. Once you're well-versed in your product, it's time to explore branding. A consistent, trusted brand is essential for achieving success and retaining customers in any industry. Take the Green Man Cannabis brand, for example, which was founded with the goal of becoming a market leader and has prioritized effective branding across all aspects of the business. Understanding your customers is another vital component for thriving in the marijuana market. Aim to introduce marijuana to a more extensive audience and demystify the product for potential buyers. One way to achieve this is by constructing an educational facility to showcase your brand and product, just like the Green Man Cannabis Ranch. This project, which includes a terrace, atrium, open greenhouse, and shop, allows customers to learn more about cannabis and develop trust in the brand. After putting in the hard work to grow your business wisely, take the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor occasionally. But always remember, as a marijuana entrepreneur, knowledge, branding, and customer connection are the keys to success. Banking hurdles in marijuana business. Legal marijuana businesses, just like any other businesses, have to participate in usual commercial activities. However, they face a unique challenge when it comes to banking. Unlike most enterprises, marijuana industry players can't open bank accounts to store their earnings. This is because marijuana is still illegal in numerous U.S. states and under federal statutes. As financial institutions are overseen by the federal government, those involved in an industry considered illegal can be barred from holding or depositing funds in banks. Consequently, business owners in this industry deal mostly in cash, which poses logistical challenges and safety risks. Changing these systemic biases against the legal marijuana sector might take time, as law enforcement officers, politicians, and judges have deeply ingrained prejudices, likely tied to lifelong conditioning that marijuana is inherently harmful. Overcoming these biases will be vital, especially as the ongoing criminalization of marijuana leads to problems such as the overburdening of the prison system, with about 800,000 Americans arrested and sentenced for marijuana-related crimes each year. Moreover, the criminalization of marijuana is a business in itself for several industries, with influential lobbies maintaining the status quo. Therefore, entrepreneurs eager to join the legal marijuana trade should brace for an array of challenges, such as banking hurdles and long-standing stigmatization. Future of legal marijuana industry. As the legal marijuana business evolves, expect significant changes and growth. Big agriculture will likely enter the market, leading to industrialized cultivation and widely available marijuana cigarettes. Capitalism will transform the industry, with larger firms buying smaller, local dispensaries and pushing national brands. Hemp, already used by car manufacturers such as BMW and Mercedes-Benz, may experience a resurgence, improving marijuana's reputation. With readily available products, connoisseurs may seek out higher quality options, presenting new business opportunities. Marijuana's potency, which has dramatically increased since the 1960s, will shift towards consistently dosed servings for a more predictable experience. Finally, as demand rises and the need for tax revenue grows, U.S. federal policy will likely embrace legalization.
As we've seen throughout the summary of Big Weed, the legal marijuana industry is transforming rapidly. From its historical roots to its current state, Hageseth shows us that marijuana is much more than an illegal drug plagued by misconceptions. As public opinion shifts, entrepreneurial minds seize new opportunities to create flourishing businesses, developing brands and products that benefit medical patients and recreational users alike. However, legal marijuana business owners still face various obstacles, such as banking restrictions, and it will take time to overcome the societal prejudices held by policymakers and law enforcers. As the industry expands and evolves, the future appears bright for marijuana entrepreneurs who strive to normalize, innovate, and responsibly engage with this once taboo plant.